7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here comes a return from the 3. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. To throw here on first down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
On the quick, right?
From the gun, here's Stroud. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Now he'll air one out. That is brought in, and he's down inside the 40-yard line. It is a big-time play for Houston. 36 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And he'll be forced out of bounds just a couple of yards short of the first down. That's a pickup of 8. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 1. Now Stroud. This one caught by the back out of the backfield. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Touchdown, Texans. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. And that one bangs off the right upright. Does not go in. It's no good. And they're unable to add the point after. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. Good return as he takes it across the 30. Now, first down throw for Ward. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Here's Ward now on 2nd down. Oh, man, open right side. He's got him. And he's going to be be brought down inside the 15. Big-time play there for Buffalo. 45 yards.
Let's go.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10.
Hawk 70. Hawk go 80. Cougar 19. Hurt. Mustang 19.
To the air again. Ward. That's taken in by Kelly. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Ready?
At the 8-yard line.
Get it. Panther 60. Panther 60. Let go.
Throwing again is Ward. This one caught at the 4. To the goal line and in. Tucker Kraft. Touchdown, Bills. Extra point attempt still to come. Through the rain, the kick is good. And the Bills will take a 14-6 lead.
Texans 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. We'll start at the 4. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
Their own 29-yard line.
Start on the ground, and he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and
8. From the 31, here's 2nd and 8. Williams in motion.
19 Texas.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
3rd, they need 8.
On the quick, right?
Stroud gonna set up the throw. Forced out wide. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up.
Hawk 70. Go.
Play fake. Now Ward to throw. His throw left side is complete. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready? 70 Lions. Ready.
Play action. Ward. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
To throw on 2nd down is Ward. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Set. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Again, it's Ward. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They hook up again. Second time on this drive. And this one's good for 18 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Ward to throw again. Here's a short one caught by Kraft. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. So, we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. The Bills with the early advantage. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10.
Come on. Set.
Out of the gun, Ward. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And the Bills are going to have first and goal. Tackle made at about the 5-yard line.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing is Ward. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Another one from the 5. Second down and goal.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Back to throw is Ward. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. And it's going to bring it to third and goal.
On the ready. Get it. Let's go.
Now it's Ward. That's hauled in at the 2.
These are the worst. I had a couple of years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Here, Ward. Touchdown, Buffalo.
This might be covered, right? It's kind of been brewing all game. Like you see it so often on fourth down. The most difficult play to defend deep in the red zone is quarterback scramble. The defense lets the quarterback get outside the pocket. It puts so much pressure on your pace defenders in the secondary, and they can't latch on, and he takes it on himself.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. On first down, it's Stroud. He'll let this one go long for Williams. He lays out and makes a spectacular catch. So a big one there to start the drive. 56 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And he's in! Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown, Houston.
Stroud comes to the line. The Texans going for 2.
The Texans will
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Forced to his right. And he'll get into the end zone. Doing it on his own. Successful 2-point conversion.
You just have to find a way defensively to step up there and get a stop. It's one thing to give up 6. You allow a touchdown. But now dig deep, man. Get a stop. Looked like there was some confusion, and offense is going to come away with 8.
From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
28-yard line.
On the jump. Here we go.
On first down, it's Ward. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Cowboy 80. Ready.
On first and 10, Ward. Oh, he got
often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted.
Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. The Bills have got it.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
On second down, here's Ward. Open is the tight end pass. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
At the 37-yard line.
Come on. Set.
Shotgun snap for Ward. Down the field, he's got Washington. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It's a gain of 29, and it's first and goal.
Cougar 19, Cowboy 80. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Panther 60, Panther 60. Let's go.
Fake the handoff. Now Ward. Flushed to his left. And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up second and goal.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Got it. Ready?
The ball still at the 8-yard line for second down and goal.
Let's go now. Let's go.
To the air again. Ward. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball, and right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up.
2 incomplete passes now lead to this 3rd down and goal. Throwing again is Ward. To the pylon, he's in. Touchdown, Bills. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. The PAT, up and good. And the Bills have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 2. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. He'll let this one go long for Williams. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Yeah, a little predictable there. You feel like he just gave up points, and the first thing you want to do is you just want to answer back, and you try to get it all in one play. Nice job by the defensive coordinator, understanding the deep shot was coming, having the right call there. So offensively, just take what's there. You're not going to get all those points back in one play. Take your time, take what's there, sustain the drive. And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
And that is incomplete.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down. All 3 incompletions, and now it brings up 4th down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
Off play action, it's Ward. Pass caught right side by Pratt. And he'll be out of bounds as the 1st down completion nets about 3.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Here we go. Here we go. Hawk 70. Hawk 20.
From the gun, here's Ward. He'll look underneath here for Kelly. Who's brought down that pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
65. 65.
Here's Ward. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
19.
Again, it's Ward. Now a screen set up for Kelly. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. That screen goes for 12. And that's a 1st down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
This one not quite on target. Got him too much. That one falls incomplete. Khalil Shakir, the intended target. It's 2nd down.
Ready. 70.
Ward to throw again. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Stroud to throw here on first down. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
On the 3, right?
From the gun, here's Stroud. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. A gain there of 11. It's good for a Texans first down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down. Now Stroud. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. This is hard. He got the connection to Collins. 11 yards on the connection there. First down for Houston.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Stroud. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And the Bills are going to take possession here as they give it at their own 4.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Bronco 80.
On first down, Ward. He's going to look for the home run ball. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this 2nd quarter.
70.
Now, first down throw for Ward. This one complete to Washington. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a first down.
Here we go. 70 Timberwolves.
Out of the gun, Ward. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
And I think I want to see a little bit more of this style from this defense. The key, Mike, is at that catch point, you want to create as much contact and be physical. Separate the ball from the intended receiver, and it's a great example there.
To throw on 2nd down is Ward. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete.
So if this was an NBA game, Mike, we call that a heat check. He wasn't even open, but you know what? With the success that they've had all game so far, he's just saying, you know what? Everything we do is coming up right. I'm just going to give my guy a shot. And This time,
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. The linebacker, Alex Highsmith, he gets there for the sack, setting up 4th down. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Back. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Cowboy 80. Ready, right?
On 1st and 10, Ward. That's out wide for Kelly. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick 1st down.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer.
On the jump.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33.
Get up. 60. Kick up.
They run with Kelly. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Give him 14 on that one. Good for a Bills 1st down.
47-yard line.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here, they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
Running, Kelly, and he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing, Ward. That's taken in by Kelly. They're going to work this down inside the 45.
Let's go.
1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Kelly. Hunting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Ward. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Ready.
Here's a run with Kelly. And he's going to have a Bills 1st down. As this defense is unable to hold, gain of 7 on that 3rd and 2.
And I think if they didn't get it there, even with the lead, I think that coach is telling them, hey, this is 4 down territory. But that's all for naught now, because after that good blocking up front, he picks up a fresh set of downs.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Cougar Knight, ready.
On play action, it's Ward. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Tucker Kraft was the intended receiver there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
It is 3rd and 10.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk.
Shotgun snap for Wolf. The throw here is complete. He'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down. The Bills will send out the field goal unit. This one from 43 yards away. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Bills add on to their lead.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 2. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tony.
Wow, indecision right away. Delay of game to start this drive.
Here we go. 18.
To throw, it's Stroud. Into the hands of Boykin.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
2nd and 10. Stroud. Out to his right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
3rd and 10. To throw is Stroud. Flush to his right. Now he throws back over the middle. It is complete. And he'll be stopped short of the first down, and that will necessitate a call. To the punt team. It's 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, Put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
That's fielded at about the 18. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line.
Come on. Set. Panthers, let go.
Now it's Kelly. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Tackle there by Will Anderson.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Panther 60. Here we go. Set. Cougar 19. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
They'll stick with him again. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ready up.
They need 8 as they come up for third down.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Fake the handoff. Now Ward. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now fourth down.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it. You start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
This brought in out past the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
And I like this defensive game plan. When you're going against an elite quarterback like this guy, Mike, you have to get bodies in his face. You have to get him around his feet. You have to move him off his spot. Because if he can sit there in rhythm, on time, comfortable in the pocket, he's going to pick you apart. So it doesn't always have to be a sack, but you have to make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
You have to wonder, Mike, how are those previous mistakes he made earlier in the game still lingering in the back of his mind? You can tell he's being a little bit more conservative. He doesn't want to risk throwing a third interception and kind of just throws this one away.
Back to throw. Stroud. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Stroud to throw. Moving outside the pocket. He's going to air this one out. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone. Out inside the 20. It is a big-time play for Houston. It's a gain of 34.
First down.
18.
Stroud to throw here on 1st down. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in?
And he'll take it on in. Room Schoonmaker. Touchdown, Texans.
Touchdown, Houston.
Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Point after try, forthcoming. Oh, do you believe it? It's no good. That is his first extra point miss of the season.
Tyler Bass set to kick
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
6-yard line.
Ready, set. Come on, set. Ready.
On first down, it's Ward. Quick throw, taken in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Ready.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 4.
Ready.
From the gun, here's Ward. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Last and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw, it's Ward. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage.
Shakir.
It'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Again, it's Ward. He's going to take a shot down the field. He's got it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
First down.
Big play there for the Bills. 38 yards.
77 Wolf.
To the air again. Ward. That's to the end zone, but just too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
Number 86.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Cowboy 80. Let go.
Ward to throw again. This one caught by Khalil Shakir. And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
Yards on the play.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. We'll see if they can put this one out of reach.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. He's got it. And the Bills will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Texans 20.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Over. 18.
They'll begin here on the ground. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Stroud. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
On the quick, right? 18, what's up? 19 Texas.
Now, Stroud. In trouble, and down he goes. Landon Jackson. He's in there to drop him. And it leads to 4th down.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with the lead here in the 4th quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
On 1st down, Ward. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment.
Ready up.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Hey.
Out of the gun, Ward. That one knocked away. In the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
Here is Buffalo 18. 19, Dragon 60. Ready.
Off play action, it's Ward. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Bills. Extra point try forthcoming. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
All right. 18.
And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. 16 yards on the game and a quick first down.
This is a clear example of a running back who really trusts his speed. He understands if he just holds his line towards the sideline, he's going to outrun most of the defenders on the field. That's exactly what he does. Picks up the first down before being forced out of bounds.
On first down, it's Stroud. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. That's a pickup of 33. The defense bewildered. A rough start to this drive.
Here we go. 18.
On first and 10, here's Stroud. And that ball out of reach toward the sidelines. It'll be an incompletion. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. And it'll lead to a second down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there, separating the man from the ball. And it'll bring up third down.
Here we go.
From the gun, here's Stroud. That is incomplete. Here we go. Here goes what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That is touchdown, Houston.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
Now, the extra point. And now another extra point off the mark. 3 misses on extra points in this game alone. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. He fields it at the 8. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
Ready? Liking 18. Go.
Now it's Ward. Going for it all. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
That's taken in by Kelly. They'll get 19 out of that play. First down, Buffalo.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Throwing again is Ward, who outs another catch for his favorite target. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
19 target.
at the 44-yard line.
Now, first down throw for Ward. The throw here is complete. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done. So the Bills Mafia goes home happy. It's a win for Buffalo. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the